The world is loud, fast, demanding. It pushes, it pulls, it screams. But in that chaos, the strongest people aren't the loudest. They're not the ones who react first. They're the ones who remain still, the ones who breathe through the storm, who walk calmly into the fire, who speak with quiet authority when everyone else is losing their minds. That is true power. And it starts with one thing: calm. Lesson 1. Calm is not weakness. It is strength refined. You've been taught to believe that power is loud, that to be strong you must be aggressive, to lead you must dominate, to be successful you must hustle endlessly. But real power doesn't need to prove itself. It doesn't yell. It doesn't panic. It doesn't seek attention. It controls itself. Calm is not the absence of emotion. Calm is the mastery of emotion. It is the choice to stay steady when everything around you is spinning. The boxer who doesn't swing wildly. The speaker who doesn't stutter when criticized. The entrepreneur who stays level during a loss. They all understand one thing: your calm is your edge. Lesson 2. The world thrives on chaos, but you don't have to. It wants you to scroll endlessly, to get angry over things that don't matter, to compare, compete, react. The louder you get, the more it profits. The more you react, the more you lose. Lose your peace, lose your focus, lose your direction. But when you choose calm, you take back control. You say, "You don't get my energy today. You don't own my time. You don't get to rent space in my mind." That's not weakness. That's emotional authority. Lesson 3. Calm is built, not born. Seen. A person meditating, an athlete visualizing before a match, someone sitting alone, journaling. No one is born calm. Calm is a skill, a practice, a discipline. It's not about being emotionless. It's about building space between the feeling and the reaction. You don't scream at traffic anymore. You don't argue with every insult. You don't let anxiety write your story. You breathe, you think, you respond, and that space you've created. That's power. Zig Ziglar taught that success begins with inner discipline, because if you can't control yourself, the world will control you. Lesson 4. Calm is your greatest competitive advantage. Seen. A chess player thinking deeply, a CEO in a crisis meeting, a firefighter assessing calmly during chaos. In a storm, the calmest person becomes the leader. They don't get distracted by noise. They don't panic when the plan changes. They adapt. They pivot. They decide with clarity. And clarity wins every time. In business, calm makes you strategic. In relationships, calm makes you listen. In conflict, calm makes you wise. In life, calm makes you unstoppable. The world is full of talented people who never reached their potential, not because they lacked skill, but because they couldn't stay calm under pressure. Lesson 5. Calm is protection for your energy and your focus. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not every fight needs your energy. Not every storm is yours to chase. You protect your energy by staying calm. That doesn't mean you never feel frustration or anger. It means you don't let it take the wheel. Calm people aren't emotionally dead. They're emotionally disciplined. You know what drains your spirit. You know who triggers your peace. You know when to step back. And that's what makes you strong. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is, "I'm not going to respond to that. I'll deal with this when I'm clear. This moment doesn't deserve my peace." And lesson 6. Calm is how you heal. We don't just need calm to win. We need calm to survive. When the heartbreak hits, when the business fails, when the world breaks your plans, you'll feel the urge to lash out, to numb, to shut down. But calm whispers, breathe, sit with the pain, let it pass. Don't run, don't rush, just feel it and let it go. Healing doesn't happen in the noise, it happens in the stillness. Zig Ziglar said, "You cannot consistently perform in a manner inconsistent with the way you see yourself." And calm helps you see yourself clearly again. Lesson 7. Calm is leadership at its highest level. Leaders don't just guide with strategy. They lead with energy, and the most influential energy in the world is calm. Because it tells people, we will get through this. We are not broken. We are still in control. Whether you're a parent, a mentor, a manager, or a friend, your calm is contagious. You give people a place to land when they're falling apart. And when you remain unshaken, you become the still point in their storm. Lesson 8. Calm is what helps you grow. You will fail. You will lose. You will fall short. But what matters is how you respond, not with panic, not with shame, not with rage, but with calm. Because calm people don't fear starting over. They've learned that progress isn't loud, it's patient. They ask, what can I learn from this? Not, why did this happen to me? They say, let's go again. Not, I'm done. Every time you reset with calm, you rise a little stronger. Lesson 9. Calm is a daily reset. Scene. Morning coffee, quiet journaling, deep breaths before the day begins. Calm isn't a moment. It's a muscle. And like any muscle, you need to train it daily. Start your day without the phone. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Breathe before meetings. Pause before replying to negativity. Walk when your mind races. Choose calm on purpose. Because when you don't create calm, the world will create chaos for you. Lesson 10. Final message. Calm is the real power of the mind. You want to be powerful? Learn to stay calm, in fear, in conflict, in failure, in victory. Calm is power because it tells the world, you don't control me, I control me. You can yell, I'll listen. You can panic, I'll think. You can fall apart, I'll remain whole. That is the kind of strength Zig Ziglar spent a lifetime teaching. Not power over others, but power over self. And that is the kind of power that builds legacies. So next time the world tries to pull you into its drama, breathe. Stand tall. Smile softly. And whisper to yourself, calm is power.